I'm Abby and I'm going to show you how to play Betty by Taylor Swift. If you're one of my patrons, then you can download the lead sheet in the description to follow along. We have a whole bunch of chords in this song. They're all down here, and if you already know them, then feel free to skip ahead. So our first chord is C. You're just going to put your third finger on the third fret of the first string, and here's C. Then our next chord is C major 7. Put your second finger on the second fret of the first string. Here's C major 7. Then we have A minor. You're going to put your second finger on the second fret of the fourth string, and here's A minor. Then we have G. You'll put your first finger on the second fret of the third string, second finger on the second fret of the first string, and your third finger on the third fret of the second string. And here's G. Then we have F. You'll put your first finger on the first fret of the second string and your second finger on the second fret of the fourth string. And here's F. Then we have F minor. You're going to put your first finger on the first fret of the fourth string, second finger on the first fret of the second string, and your fourth finger on the third fret of the first string. Here's F minor. Then we have D. Put your first finger on the second fret of the fourth string, second finger on the second fret of the third string, and your third finger on the second fret of the second string. Here's D. Then we have F sharp minor. You're going to put your first finger on the first fret of the third string, second finger on the second fret of the fourth string, and your third finger on the second fret of the second string. And here's F sharp minor. Then we have G major 7. You're going to put your first finger on the second fret of the third string, second finger on the second fret of the second string, and your third finger on the second fret of the first string. Here's G major 7. Then we have A. Put your first finger on the first fret of the third string and your second finger on the second fret of the fourth string. Here's A. And then last of all, we have E minor. You're going to put your first finger on the second fret of the first string, second finger on the third fret of the second string, and your third finger on the fourth fret of the third string. Here's E minor. And those are all of the chords. For our strumming pattern, we're mainly going to be using down, 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 up. So here's what that sounds like on C. Down, 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 up. There's going to be some places in the song that use a different strum, but I'll point that out when we get to those sections. So first we're going to learn how to play the intro and the verse of the song. We're going to start out with C, going to C major 7, then A minor, and then G. So here's what that much sounds like with the strum. We have C, C major 7, A minor, and G. Then in the next line, we have 2 bars of F, and then 2 bars of G. So here's that with the strum. F, G. So that progression, the 2 lines together, happened 3 times all together, 1 time for the intro and then 2 times for the verse. So here it is all the way from the top. Betty, I won't make assumptions about why you switched your homeroom, but I think it's 'cause of me. Betty, one time I was riding on my skateboard when I passed your house. It's like I couldn't breathe. So now we're going to learn how to play the pre-chorus. We're going to start out with the same progression that we just had in the intro and the verse, and then we have a new progression. So it's down below. You're going to see little dashes next to the chord, and that means that we're going to just strum 1 time on each chord. So we start out with A minor, then we have G, then C, and then F. next line, we have A minor again, then G, then we have 2 bars of F, and we're going to go back to our main strum. So we have down, 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 up, and then we have a G chord, and we're going to play down, 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 mute. So it sounds like this, down, 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 mute. So now here's the pre-chorus all the way through. You heard the rumors from Inez, you can't believe a word she says most times, but this time it was true. The worst thing that I ever did was what I did to you. Now we're going to learn how to play the chorus. We have almost the same progression as what we saw in the intro, verse, and the first half of the pre-chorus. So that's the C, C major 7, A minor, G. That's all the same. Then in the next line we have F, then A minor, and G. So the only difference is that A minor chord. So we're going to play this 2 times for the chorus. Then at the end we have a little interlude, which is the same as what we saw in the intro, verse, and pre-chorus. So here's the chorus now all the way through. But if I just showed up at your party, would you have me? Would you want me? Would you tell me to go straight to hell? Or lead me to the garden? In the garden, would you trust me if I told you it was just a summer thing? I'm only 17, I don't know anything, but I know I miss you. Now we're going to learn the bridge. We're going to start out with 2 bars of A minor, then we have G, then F, back to G. So with the strumming pattern it sounds like this. So that happens 2 times for the bridge. Then we're going to play our interlude progression, so the same thing from the intro, verse, first half of the pre-chorus, that thing. And then after that we're going to go to A minor, G, F, and then F minor. But we have kind of a unique strum in this part. So we're going to do 3 down strums on A minor, just 1 on G, then 1 long strum on F, and 1 long strum on F minor. So it sounds like this. So again we have that 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now here's the bridge all the way through with the words. I was walking home on broken cobblestones, just thinking of you when she pulled up like a figment of my worst intentions. She said, James, get in, let's drive. Those days turned into nights, slept next to her, but I dreamt of you all summer long. So now we have the third verse, which uses progressions that we've seen before, but they're kind of jumbled up all together. So I thought I'd at least explain what's going on here. So it starts out with 2 progressions that we saw in the verse. Then we have the second half of the pre-chorus progression, and then we finish it off with 2 progressions from the chorus. So I'm going to play through the verse so that you can hear what it sounds like. Daddy, I'm here on your doorstep, and I planned it out for weeks now, but it's finally sinking in. Daddy, right now is the last time I can dream about what happens when I see your face again. The only thing up at your party. Yeah, I showed up at your party. So now we're going to learn how to play the third chorus. It's in a different key, so we have different chords. We're going to start out on D, then we have F sharp minor, then G major 7, and then A. So with the strum, that much sounds like this: D, F sharp minor, G major 7, and A. Then in the second line, we have G, D, E minor, and A. So here's that with the strum: G, D, E minor, A. So that whole progression together happens 2 times for the chorus. So here's the last chorus so you can hear what it sounds like. Yeah, I showed up at your party. Will you have me? Will you love me? Will you kiss me on the porch in front of all your stupid friends? If you kiss me, will it be just like I dreamed it? Will it patch your broken wings? I'm only 17. I don't know anything, but I know And then we have the outro, and we have D going to A, and then G. And here we have a special strumming pattern also. We're going to do 3 down strums on D, then just 1 on A, and then 4 on G. So it sounds like this: down, 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 2, 3, 4. So that's D, A, G. And that progression happens 4 times for the outro. On the very last G, we're just going to strum 1 time and then hold. So here's the outro all the way through. But I know I miss you, standing in your cardigan, kissing in my car again, stop at a street light, you know I miss you. And that's how you play Betty by Taylor Swift. It's a lot of chords and a lot of sections, but it's a really cool song. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be posting tutorials, I think, of all the folklore songs, so be sure to subscribe so you can get a notification when that happens. Also, if you like these videos, please donate to my Patreon account. And thanks for watching. I'll see you again very soon. Bye!